Hello everyone, and welcome to another beer review. Now we're doing a continuation of the kind of low alcohol or non-alcohol beer because they're becoming more and more popular. You've got big ranges everywhere now. You've even got main brands doing kind of low alcohol or non-alcoholic versions of their big brands. So we've got another one today. So we've got quite a good series coming up. Quite interesting. So the last time I think we did was it Lucky Saint, which wasn't really that good. And I did mention about I mentioned about Barbican. And I said that was from the Guinness Company. No, it isn't. Barbican is actually from the Bass Brewing Company in the UK. And it's, do you hear that? That's the oldest boy. During this summer, he decided to buy a bloody ukulele, the arsehole. And he thinks he's fucking George Formby. And he's been trying at the world because he only knows two fucking chords. And it really is. Because it's not that difficult to learn the ukulele. I play the guitar, so it's not that difficult. In a day and a half, you can pick up some simple songs because, of course, it's only four strings. And it's quite simple. I mean, some of the chords are only one finger on one string. That's it, the scenario, how it's tuned. All dogs have fleas. Not with him. No. He's been on for the last 2 or 3 weeks with two bloody chords, to the point I'm thinking about wrapping the bloody ukulele around his neck. Right, anyway. So I said Barbican was done by the Guinness. It wasn't. It's done by Bass, and it's actually still made, and it's distributed by the Coca-Cola Company around the world. So there you go. The Guinness one that I remember that I was getting confused with is actually Caliber. Guinness made a non-alcoholic lager called Caliber. So when I was younger, you had Barbican, you had Caliber, and of course you had Klaus. So there you go. So today we have, which I said Klaus at the end, I'm thinking, because we've got FreeStar. And there you go, FreeStar. And apparently it's supposed to be a Pilsner. Aren't we lucky today? Probably not. There we go. So, apparently it's a new recipe. And it says, brewed with noble hops and Pilsner malts for a smooth and refreshing lager. And apparently FreeStar is better for the planet because nobody cares. So it's gluten-free, it's vegan, oh my god, it's gluten-free, vegan, 0.3%. Seriously. It's like everything you don't want in a beer, isn't it? Gluten-free, vegan, bugger all alcohol. It's like not selling it. And apparently, World Beer Awards United Kingdom winner. Oh, so there you go. I'm under pressure now to say it's good. Oh, and it's a Primetime Lager, apparently. Oh my good, smooth and refreshing. Yeah, it's a hell of a long label, this one, isn't it? And apparently, they're saying, we champion the next generation of beer. Scan here to find out how FreeStar is making a positive impact on our planet. Oh my god. And so it's only 30ml. I think it was roughly about £2 a bottle. Jeez, £2 a bottle. It's gluten free. It's got nothing in it. It's got nothing in it, and they're charging you that £2 a bottle. Right, anyway. Let's crack it open. So you probably may need a beer after this. Bloody hell, the lid will not come off. Right, there we go. So let's pour it out. I do apologise about this, if you can hear it. These chord changes are dreadful, even when those two chords, and you can't even change between the two. Seriously. Wife asked me, no, how's Danella? I've not seen him, but I've bloody heard him. Noble hops. Right. Well, as you can see, It's a strange smell. It's a bit of a smell of ginger ale about it, actually. It is, it's kind of slightly ginger ale-ish. So it's just strange. I'm not getting any malts. Just getting this kind of slight kind of ginger ale-esque kind of aroma out of it, and that's it. And when I'm saying that, as you know, probably ginger ale, like kind of the Canada Club or Canadian Club soda. It's like that. But yeah, it's sweet. So you get that kind of, it's giving you that kind of impression of sweet with the smell. So let's drink it and find out. Oh, fuck, it's sweet. Oh, Jesus God. Oh, that's the sweetest one yet. My God. Oh. Have you ever been to the swimming pool and you ever thought, what would this water would taste like with sugar in it? Because that's what it's like. It's like chlorinated water with sugar in it. Oh, bloody hell. World Beer Awards. Well, all I can say is the World Beer Awards don't have a clue what they're talking about. I don't know how this seems to be a winner. Unless the entrance in the UK was so bad that we had to give an award to somebody from the UK. This was the most part. I slagged off Lucky Strike and I gave it quite a low mark. Lucky Strike, that's great. I'm going back to my childhood. Lucky Strikes. Oh, toasted tobacco. No, Lucky Saint, I kind of gave it a bit of a drubbing last time. Well, saying that, it was a British company, but it was brewed in Germany, so maybe that's why I didn't come under the British one. But Lucky Saint's built this. FreeStar. Trust me, you're not going to get any free stars. Oh, God, it's bad. It just. Right, let's break down the flavours so I don't have to take so many sips of it. God. Oh, God. Right. Oh, okay. At the start of the mouth, I'm getting this really off kind of malty, chemically flavour at the start. It's like malt and chemicals. And there's a sweetness. It's almost like a saccharine sweetness. It's not like a sugar sweetness. It's like, and I think that's where I'm getting this kind of slightly off flavour from. So it starts off as like lots of NutraSweet kind of malt extract and kind of some sort of chemical. Basically, I think that's where I'm getting it. It's like kind of saccharine. So that's what you're getting at the start. So you get kind of a slightly chemical sweetness and a kind of chemical false malt extract kind of flavour. Moves on to the mid tongue. Oh, that's rancid. That's absolutely bloody rancid. Right. And it moves on to the mid tongue. And imagine them wonderful flavours at the start, just slightly more diluted as the mid tongue, and it just sits there. I mean, it's lovely. It tries to kind of go to a kind of bitter finish, but it just gets a kind of slightly bitterness that you get, that kind of bitter aftertaste when you've had really cheap, nasty kind of sweeteners, you know, sugar replacements, saccharin, whatever they want. And it's like that. Now, remember what Diet Coke used to taste like in the 80s? And that really kind of chemical saccharin aftertaste. That's what you're getting. That's how you're getting that kind of sour bitterness, but there's a kind of chemical sour bitterness that you're getting. The sweetness kind of dissipates, and then you're left with this kind of horrible, kind of NutraSweet kind of bitter aftertaste. Very chemically, very manufactured. It's bloody awful. Absolutely bloody awful. I don't know how it won an award. I mean, seriously, if it has done, whoever basically awarded that needs to have a long, hard look at themselves. Unless, like I said, the other options were so bloody bad that this was the most palatable, then okay, fine, I can see to that. But if you actually think this was good, in fact, maybe it was that year there shouldn't be any awards given out at all. Then, if that was the best you could come up with, then don't bother. Just say, well, we decided to hold off till next year, and hopefully, if anything comes in that's a bit more palatable, we'll give both awards to them. So yes, that's absolutely vile. Marks out of 10. Right, what would I give this out of 10? Nothing. I'm going to give it a big fat 0. It's crap. Utter rubbish. £2? Try to think of how many. Could I get a carton? Yeah, probably for about £2 I could probably get a carton of half decent orange juice, maybe. Or I could definitely get a nice gold top pint of milk for £2. And both of them options is far better than this. Far better than this. I could even probably for £2 get a nice anal retentive bottle of sparkling mineral water. Yes, and even that is more palatable and enjoyable than this. And I don't like sparkling mineral water at all. So yes, this is absolutely vile. 0 out of 10. Don't bother. Don't waste your money. It has no bearing on beer whatsoever. It's not a beer substitute. It's not a low alcohol or non-alcoholic beer option. It isn't an option to beer. Get that into your head. We've done 2 already, and neither I would class as an option to beer. They're nowhere near beer in any way, shape, or form. They don't give the satisfaction of how drinking a beer. I mean, you could drink a beer, a proper beer, at 2.5%, and it'd be nicer than this stuff, a lot nicer. So I honestly just don't understand why they're fooling people, they're conning people, they're tricking people. And if you do buy it thinking that you're going to be in for a culture shock, seriously, especially if you drink it alongside another beer, which is going to be interesting because we've got Guinness with their non-alcoholic option. So I will be doing a side-by-side review on that. And I will be brutally honest, I've got a Doom bar, 2 Doom bars sitting in the fridge just now that I'll be doing a review on quite soon. And of course, one's the bottle version and one's obviously this non-alcoholic version. And I will be brutally honest, and I will call them out if they're trying to con people. This one here is an absolute con, and I wouldn't recommend it. It's absolutely 0. It's just undrinkable, to be totally honest. You'd be better off with lots of different options than this. It's just rubbish. Which is quite strange though, because I remember at Christmas time when we were younger, when the parents and all that were having wine and things like that, my parents used to get Schlur, which is kind of a grapefruit drink, not grapefruit as in, it's a kind of fruity grape drink, is probably the best way to describe it. And you could get it in red or white formats. And they're both quite refreshing, and they're both sweet and everything else. That they weren't claiming to be wine; they were claiming to be a fruit drink, which of course they were looking as a kind of an option to wine, not a replacement of wine. So it's a case of if you want the wine flavour, well, this is good. No, it's not. They didn't ever give you that scenario. Whereas this is branded and new recipes. Bloody hell! God knows how bad it was previously. But This is actually kind of pushed as a beer alternative. I mean, if you're out drinking with friends and you can't drink alcohol for whatever reason, you may be driving or you may be on medication or you may be having to be up early and working the next morning and things like that, so you really can't have a session on the beer. This is your saviour. You can enjoy yourself and one of the guys enjoy that. No, 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 because this stuff is got no bearing on beer whatsoever. I'll tell you what, it's got more bearing of a bad piss sample than it does beer. I mean, it really is. It doesn't smell like beer. It smells very chemically. It smells like, like a kind of Canadian club soda, kind of ginger ale type of stuff. Yeah, it's dreadful. 0 out of 10. Don't bother buying. Thanks for watching. Cheers and bye for now. Absolutely rancid. Bloody rancid.